Thank you. Real first, just want to thank Mr. Manupelli and all the staff for letting us come in and actually show you guys what we want to do, and it all revolves around you. And I'd like to introduce our team real quick. We're all from the area, so I'll start off with Gerardo Rodriguez. Gerardo is a part of our team. He studies audio engineering. Christina Esposito is my cousin. She's a teacher. And Kelly O'Grady, she's a licensed social worker. And we're all here because of HYPELITE and what we want to do for you guys. Maybe you guys remember a while back taking a survey. And you're probably asked a bunch of questions like, what do you think about your future? Or do you want to go to college? And what are your interests? Do you guys remember that? Maybe half of you? Yeah. And what that was about was really trying to really pick your brain and see what the things that you're interested in and see what your outlook for your future is, because that's what HYPELITE is about. And it's about providing you with outlets to explore the things that interest you, to find opportunities to figure out what you want to do after you leave here. And by connecting with people who are doing the things that you possibly would want to do. And hopefully to inspire you to find that thing, whatever it is, that's really going to make you feel happy and fulfilled in your life. And HYPELITE is about helping you to take control of your future, whether it's through cultivating an interest until it becomes a passion, or finding something that's really going to bring you meaning to your life. And that's what today's about. You guys remember Giving Tuesday? That's one of the ways we do things. Try to hopefully inspire you guys. Maybe some of you find out that you want to give back. Or it's through days like today, where you're going to meet professionals, college graduates, and current college students who are here to share their story on how they got to where they are now and how they overcame any obstacles or fears that stood in their way. And today is about bridging the gap between where you are now and wherever it is you want to be. And it's okay if you don't know what you want to do for the rest of your life. That's all right. You don't have to figure that out right now. This isn't about what do you want to do and you got to figure out what you want to do for the rest of your life. It's not about that. But if you start first with the things that interest you and the things that spark your curiosity, and you just pay attention to the things you do naturally that come without ease, maybe those are little hints to what you're meant to do. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I was in high school. I knew I liked to create things, whether it was in Miss Morell's class, and I even tried to start the lumberjack club when I was here. And that got shut down because apparently there were safety concerns. So, but that's what I like to do. I never thought that by starting something like a lumberjack club would kind of like relate to what I want to do in my future. Never in my life. And another thing I like to do, honestly, to be clean honest, has nothing to do with school, is I like to throw parties. I like to bring people together, and that was my thing. I like to bring people who normally wouldn't be together or hang out together, and I like to see if they can connect, and that was the bridge. But I never imagined taking those things into my future, and even through college, I had no idea what I wanted to do. And I went to college because I thought that I was going to figure it out. I thought it was going to answer all my questions. I ended up switching my major like 3 times, and it scared me. And I had the same fears that you guys had. And the reason I know that is because when we asked you a survey, what are your fears about pursuing your dreams and pursuing your interests, I have over 3 pages here of those who actually did the survey of fears. And hopefully today we can kind of address those fears and hopefully show you that it is possible to take something you love and pursue it as a future. And this all started with an idea that if we bring people together, if we could shed light on this hype of following your passion or finding something that you love, then maybe we can inspire others to do it. And the only way to do that was by bringing people together. By bringing people together who love what they do and do it for a reason to show you guys that it is possible. And that these fears, they don't really mean anything. They're just fears. And this was all started with a classmate of mine who I grew up with in town, Alex Bridge. And Alex was a close friend of mine, went to Berkeley school with me. Who went to Berkeley? Yeah, Berkeley. All right, so Berkeley school, We grew up together, went to Milford High School, we graduated. And I knew Alex was looking to do something different with his life, and we always talked about it. We wanted to break this routine of hanging out and partying, and we were almost about to graduate college, and we had no idea what we wanted to do with our future. So we decided to create something, and that's why we're here today. That's how HYPELITE got started, from an idea to bring people together, because essentially that's what we wanted to do. And we had the same fears of pursuing this. You know, we got together, we came up with the idea for HYPELITE, and it evolved over time, but when people started to ask us, what do you want to do with your future? I know for myself, in the back of my mind, I knew I wanted to pursue this. I knew I wanted to create this nonprofit organization and bring people together and travel to different schools and do this. But I was terrified. I was honestly scared of being judged, scared of failure. But that all changed. And that changed during the summer after my graduation, when I got the worst news of my life. I was down shore with my family, and I remember waking up. I'm down in Wildwood, New Jersey, and I remember waking up and my brother showing me an email, or it was actually an article on the newspaper on his phone, and it said, 22-year-old male shot and killed, Brookchester Apartments. And for me, being a resident in Milford, you know, that kind of struck me. But honestly, I didn't think anything of it, because you never think that when you hear something like that in the news, it can happen to you. And through the power of social media, because the news didn't release any names, rumors started to circulate that it was Alex. And I thought, there's no way it was Alex. I literally talked to him the night before. He called me. I told him I was on vacation and I would hit him back up when I got home. He said, okay. That was the last time I ever talked to Alex. I remember my brother walking into the room, and he had tears in his eyes. And then I realized that the rumors were true, that Alex had been killed. Losing somebody who you envision your future with, who you create something with, it really made me look at my life and ask myself, what am I going to do with the time that I have here? And how am I going to make every single day count? And the back of my mind, like I said before, is screaming HYPELITE, but I'm terrified. But it was that realization, losing somebody, and knowing that our time here, we never know what can happen tomorrow. So to make every single day count, I'm sure you guys hear it a lot, but that really pushed me to pursue this. And there was no reason to be afraid anymore. There was no reason to be afraid of being judged, and there was no reason to be afraid of failure. Because I think the only way that we can fail is if we don't try at all. And if we don't try to pursue the things that really interest us, the things that really get us hype, the things that are really going to make us feel like our time here is being used wisely. And today you're going to meet people who exemplify that idea, who exemplify that value. Talk to them, listen to them, be respectful. They're all here because they know what it's like to be in your shoes. And you don't have to know what it is that you want to do for the rest of your life, like I said before. Just start to pay attention to the things that come natural to you. And that's it, guys. That's really what it's about. Today's about you guys, helping you bridge the gap of uncertainty, any fears that you have. Everyone here is proof that you can take an idea, you can take an interest, a passion, and you can pursue it, and you can make it a future for yourself, as long as you have the courage to go after it. So the way today is going to be is half of you guys are going to split up and go downstairs for our GA.P.P fair. GA.P.P stands for guidance, advice, passion, and purpose. And we're hoping to deliver that to you downstairs. You're going to have the opportunity to sit in on 2 discussions with any one of our professionals or college students. And if you don't know what you want to do, or you don't know if if you're just lost, you can come to the HYPELITE table, and we can help you figure that out, or start to figure that out. And the other half of you are going to stay up here for our panel discussion, and we're going to talk to different professionals, and we're going to address some of the current concerns or fears that you guys have. It's really about today is about you guys. So, have some fun. When you go downstairs, be respectful, ask questions, take notes, connect with these people because they're here for you guys, and that's what today is.